NBA scandal. The names of Chauncey Billups, current coach of the Portland Trail Blazers, and former player Damon Jones have been tainted in one of the most serious illegal gambling cases to rock the league. And Shaquille O'Neal didn't stay silent. The legendary center issued harsh words, ashamed of what he considers a betrayal of the sport and his families. The FBI investigation has left everyone in shock. More than 30 people were arrested for their participation in an illegal gambling ring involving NBA figures. Among the most high-profile names, Chauncey Billups, Damon Jones, and, surprisingly, Terry Rozier of the Miami Heat. FBI Director Kash Patel confirmed that the investigation had been ongoing for years and that the evidence is now overwhelming. The case threatens to become the biggest sports integrity scandal the league has faced in decades. And amid the chaos, Shaquille O'Neal got straight to the point. In a recent interview, he said, "I know Chauncey Billups and Damon Jones very well. I'm ashamed that those guys would put their families and their careers in danger. If you're making $9 million a year, how much more do you need?" His words resonated throughout the basketball community, not only because of his disappointed tone, but because they came from someone who has always defended the integrity of the game. SHAQ made it clear that money can never take precedence over the respect for the sport. The Portland Trail Blazers and the Miami Heat now face a gigantic dilemma. The franchises are under scrutiny, and the pressure on both teams is immense. The NBA, for its part, has already confirmed that it will cooperate with the FBI in any way necessary. Experts say suspensions, dismissals, and even financial penalties could follow if it's proven that results were manipulated or that internal violations of the league's rules were violated. This scandal not only affects those involved, it also calls into question the league's credibility and the trust of its fans. For years, the NBA has struggled to maintain a professional, clean, and transparent image, but this case threatens to change the narrative. Now everyone is looking to Adam Silver and the front office. What steps will they take to prevent something like this from happening again? The NBA is at a critical juncture. The futures of Chauncey Billups, Damon Jones, and even Terry Rozier are up in the air. But what is clear is that SHAQ spoke from the heart, and many within the league feel the exact same way. What do you think? Do you think SHAQ is right to feel ashamed? Leave your comments in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date with the latest basketball news.
In other news,
a bombshell between basketball and baseball. Giannis Antetokounmpo, the Milwaukee Bucks superstar, surprised everyone by confessing that he wants the Los Angeles Dodgers to lose the World Series. And yes, he has a very personal reason for saying it. During an interview, Giannis was asked about the Japanese phenomenon Shohei Ohtani, the Dodgers' great figure, and his response left everyone speechless. "The Dodgers? No, I don't like the Dodgers. They beat my Milwaukee Brewers. All I know is that I don't like the Dodgers." Direct, straightforward, and with the passion of a true Milwaukee fan. It all stems from the National League Championship Series, where Ohtani completely destroyed the Brewers. That day, the Japanese hit 3 home runs, struck out 10 batters, and allowed only 1 hit. A performance that left Milwaukee fans and Giannis with a bitter taste in their mouths, impossible to forget. And since then, the Greek Freak seems to have taken sides. He's with the Toronto Blue Jays, and he doesn't want to see the Dodgers lift the trophy. Giannis isn't just the face of the Milwaukee Bucks, he's also one of the city's greatest ambassadors. His connection to Milwaukee goes beyond basketball. He's a true fan, one of those who suffer and celebrate with every game. When he talks about his Brewers, he says it with the same pride with which he defends the Bucks jersey. And although Ohtani is one of the most impressive athletes on the planet, Giannis hasn't forgotten who eliminated his team. The Los Angeles Dodgers arrive as the big favorites in this World Series. With Ohtani leading both on the mound and at the plate, their lineup is simply fearsome. But the Toronto Blue Jays aren't about to give up. With a young, explosive, and glory-hungry roster, they're determined to ruin the Los Angeles party. And it seems like Giannis will be supporting Toronto with all his might. His message was clear: any team except the Dodgers. Giannis Antetokounmpo proves once again that his loyalty to his city goes beyond sports. Whether in the NBA or MLB, Milwaukee is his home, and defending it is in his DNA. Tell us in the comments, do you think Giannis is right to want OHTANI and the Dodgers to lose? Or should he let the past go?
In other news,
Dominican basketball has a new representative in the world's top league. David Jones Garcia, the kid born in Guachupita, Santo Domingo, officially debuted in the NBA with the San Antonio Spurs. A story of perseverance, sacrifice, and national pride. On the night of Tuesday, October 22, 2025, David Jones Garcia fulfilled one of his biggest dreams, playing his first official NBA game. And he did it in style. In just 4 minutes of action, the Dominican scored 5 points, grabbed 2 rebounds, and dished out an assist in San Antonio's 125-92 victory over the Dallas Mavericks. A short debut, but full of energy and determination. Every second on the court was a statement. I'm here and I'm here to stay. David's journey wasn't easy. At 23 years old, he had already played for 3 universities and 3 NBA franchises before getting this real opportunity with the Spurs. He played at DePaul, St. John's, and finally at Memphis, where he exploded in his final college year with 21.8 points and 7.6 rebounds per game, becoming an NCAA star. Despite that, he went undrafted, something that would have discouraged many. But David kept working. He passed through the Philadelphia 76ers, the Utah Jazz, and now the San Antonio Spurs, always on 2-way contracts, searching for that space he has now finally earned. His big opportunity came during the Spurs preseason. After 2 quiet games, David Jones Garcia exploded. 20 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists, becoming the team's second leading scorer, only behind Victor Wembanyama. That performance solidified him as an important piece on Mitch Johnson's Spurs roster and opened the doors to the debut he had always dreamed of. With his debut, David Jones Garcia becomes the 13th Dominican player in NBA history, a list full of illustrious names like Tito Horford, Felipe Lopez, Luis Flores, Francisco Garcia, Charlie Villanueva, Al Horford, Karl Anthony Towns, Luis Montero, Chris Duarte, Angel Delgado, Justin Minaya, and Lester Quiñones. Now David Jones Garcia's name joins that legacy, a legacy that represents the effort, talent, and passion of Dominican basketball. From Guachupita to the NBA, a story that proves dreams do come true when there's hard work, faith, and consistency. Congratulations, David Jones Garcia. The future of Dominican basketball continues to be written, and you just opened a new chapter.